Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott LeBoldis and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show. Friday night, better late than never. Anyhow, I've got another classic chironomid. I called it, what did I call it? I called it the Grey Money Chironomid. Money's gray, and this fly might as well be money. It's a go-to. I don't think there's been one lake I've been at in the interior, the Caribou, or Sea to Sky area that hasn't had gray chironomids. Plain and simple. Super easy. I don't think I've been at any lake in the interior, the Caribou, or in the Sea to Sky that hasn't had green chironomids, black chironomids, brown chironomids. Like, super simple. You gotta have chromies. You gotta have static bag. If you got 5 different colors, good chances you're gonna have something that they're eating. And hope to God they ain't on the glassworms, because that's a hard one to copy. But that being said, we're late today because I had my rotten hoodlums out fishing with me tonight. And if you guys thought I was having fun, you're absolutely correct. Look at that. That's what everybody, if you got grandkids, get them out in that tin boat. Get them out on those little lakes and get them smiling away. Plant that seed. Because that right there is what fishing's all about. I can remember being in a boat with my grandpa. I can remember being in a boat with my uncle. I remember being in a boat with my mom and my dad, my brothers, friends and family. That's what fishing's all about. And what we're trying to do here, Friday Night Flies, by no means am I the best fly tyer in the world. If anything, I'm intermediate at best. But what we're trying to do is inspire people like yourself to get out there and enjoy the great outdoors, catch some fish, and if I can help you with a pattern that does just that, so be it. And that's what this pattern is right here. That's money. That there is money. Right there is money. Anyhow, let's get to tying this damn thing. And then, you know what, before we go down there, we've got a new contest. And we're going to stay on the chironomid theme because it seemed like everybody's gung-ho about chironomids right now. And what better way than to have your roadie kit with you in your camper or in your camping gear. You know, if you brought 6 or 8 different thread colors with you in this, bag of hooks and a couple beads, you can pretty well drum up anything right on the shoreline or in your tin boat. Thank the great folks at Solarez. Solarez, we love you. I use your products daily, and if you don't, you should. Great products. Anyhow, let's get tying, and we're also going to talk about the good people at Tasty Tackle as well. Tasty Tackle fly beads. What we're using tonight. We're using their 762 or 760. What the hell is it? A 764th black steel, black nickel bead on a size 10. Let's go down there. Let's show you the money. Money. This is money. Anyhow, you want to have a quick slow roll of this sucker. If you ain't gonna fish this, there's something wrong with you. Make sure that's in your fly box. Why? Because every lake in British Columbia has gray Chironomids. Maybe not this size because that's a size 10, but I would definitely have it in a 10, 12, 14, and a 16. Do some with black rib. Tonight we're doing with black rib. I would also tie that with a red rib as well. Red ribs are dynamite. Okay, so we got that size 10 in the vise just for the simple reason that you dear folks at home that follow my poor humor can see it. So what we're going to do is tie in the lung of this darling fly the moneymaker. And then what we're going to do for the lung, if you guys don't use this stuff, try it out. It's really simple. Comes on a big spool. It's called Uni Stretch. All you got to do, I've tied like probably a bazillion flies with this one already, chironomids. You just take a little chunk, bring your fly feather right up under your hook, right at the eye, pinch, rotate back, cut off the excess because I'm rich, filthy rich, and then finish and tie it off and bring that bead back up over the head. Bada bing, bada boom. You see how it gets all staticky like that? Touch your finger, just pull it out. Moist finger, you're going to find that that'll kind of keep things from getting all buggered on you later. So, let's cut that out. Cut her up nice and short. Fry this guy back over beat. There you go, you got your lungs. It's nice and long right now. That'd be like a 1090. 10 on the back and 90, no, 10 up front, 90 off the back, if you know what I'm saying. Kentucky waterfall, 8 drape, Camaro cut. That's what this is right there, Camaro cut. So we're going to give it a little bit of a haircut. You don't want them too short, especially when you get into the size 10s. You're going to find that those bigger bugs, they got lungs. And you'll find that with the smaller ones, like in the size 14, size 16s. A lot of those, you don't even need to put the lungs on there. You'll find that they're not as prevalent as the bigger ones. So once you got that on there, start your thread. So the money chironomid has got 6/0 gray uni thread. Start that thread up in the head here. Lock it in. And what we're going to do is work. I've got some Superfly soft wire. This is a medium black. If you're going anything smaller than a size 10, I would automatically kick it over to the small, or the ribs are going to start looking like ribs, like real big ribs. And tied in off the side. I usually tie it off on the camera side so you guys will be able to see it anyhow. And what you're going to do, overlapping, back up, width of your bead, work it back down, width of your bead again, overlapping, whoa, got a little ahead there, overlapping, width of your bead, and this is going to get your taper minty, all the way back, up and over, overlapping back to the bead. I learned a trick last night. Work your way up, all the way, overlapping, another width of the bead, and then back, overlapping again. And you're going to see that the taper comes out pretty darn nice. It's like damn near perfect. And then back up, overlapping again, width of the bead. Give my thread a little twisteroo. Work your way back up. Overlapping. Tell you about. I'm at the 3/4 mark. So at the 3/4 mark, it's time to just get busy and wrap it right down. Oh. Get right busy and wrap it all the way down to the bend of your shank. And once you get good at this, they go along pretty quick. And then all the way down, you want to overlap now. And pay attention to it because you don't want to get it too thick. That's the nice thing about a good chironomid is that you want it nice and skinny down at the back end here. You want to get that nice taper. So I usually put a little bit more pull on it and get those threads real nice and tight. Okay, work your way back up all the way to the head of the fly. Overlapping, you don't want any doubles. Fill in all that color. Nice and smooth. And proportion wise, that is damn near a perfect chironomid. And all the way up to that. Foot finish. We're going to change the thread colors just to make it sexy. Hopefully everybody's at home staying safe. It's time to pull out those flippers and get your belly boats out there. Fish them little nice remote lakes. Okay, we're going back to the burnt orange again. I don't know what they would call that, the thorax on a chironomid. That's a good question. I never thought of that. If you guys know what that little behind the head of the fly is called, put it in the comments. I'll check it out a little bit later here. It's tough for me. I'm a one-man wrecking crew since COVID struck us down in the end of March. So either way, leave it in the comments. Tell me what that gold, this rusty brown section is behind the bead, if you know what it is. Okay, let's get busy making this money. Make this money. Alright, wrap it up. Nice even. All the way up. Start to space it out a little bit more as you're getting farther up to the head of the fly. Lock it down. Hopefully everybody's out there doing some fishing. Doing some crony fishing. It's a fun way of fly fishing. It's hard to believe that these giant rainbow trout eat these tiny, tiny little bugs. And I mean, last week I got one that was probably 7 or 8 pounds on a size 14 hook. And I was honestly in disbelief that such an enormous fish would eat such a small hook. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Oh, anyhow, we're getting real close here at the end. There it is. And now we're going to hit it with our good friend Solarez, and you're going to see the transformation. So you can see how light this guy is right now. It's great. But as soon as you hit it with the Solarez, you're going to see the transformation. It just changes his fly. Looks amazing. Wow. Hopefully you guys are picking that up on the camera. But it's a pretty major, like a drastic change. You want to give it a couple seconds to soak up all that goodness. Make sure you got the taper nice, finished beautifully. You start getting into a size 10 hook, you're getting a decent sized bug. So you can see the difference with that. I'll just give it a couple slow rolls here. Just make sure everything's nice and even before you lock it down with this Solarez high output UV light. I mean, honestly, you don't need to leave it on there very long. I like to make sure they're good and cured though. But while they're sitting in your fly box, they're cured in the sunlight. And there you have it. The Grey Money Chironomid. We'll give that a slow roll. Damn, that looks good. That gonna catch you fish. all day long. Well, hopefully you got the right colors. But if you don't have it, mix it up. Tie some in olive, tie some in green, tie some in burnt orange, tie some in rusty brown. Those are all real good. You want to tie some in brown, tie some in black. I got some funky ones that I've been trying out too. I've got a bunch of glitter thread that I've been messing around with. There's the olive gold. I don't have my fly box. It's in my truck right now because I was using it. But anyhow, there's a Grey Money Chironomid. I'll put my money on that sucker pretty well every day. Go up top. Anyhow, new contest out. Solarez. Brought to you by Solarez. The roadie for all you chironomid fly tying lunatics. Take this down to the lake. Tie chironomids all evening on your picnic table. Anyhow, give another quick shout out to my kids. Look at those darling kids. Handsome Jack and beautiful Jordan. Good thing they look like their mother. That's all I can say. With that note, signing out. Stick around on the channel. I'm gonna try something fun tonight. We're gonna try a Google Meets and see if we can get a few people out together tying some flies together. See if you guys are. I don't know. It is getting a bit late, but there's a lot of people not going to work tomorrow. So anyhow, thank you again for watching, and thank you for your support, and look forward to fishing with all of you one day. Till the next tie, stick around for the commercial break.